So we are going to jump to our time calculation. This is a very important concept, so don't miss it, my friends. And this will be very helpful when you're doing a lot of calculations with your employee time calculations. It is very helpful, and especially when you have bulk retention calculations, even it plays a very important role to understand how do we calculate these times. So let me quickly show it to you. Now in Excel, it's very simple. One day is equal to 24 hours. So for Excel, if I enter the value as 1 is equal to 24 hours. Now if I would like to know the value of half, it is 12 hours, correct? So now what we are going to do is we are going to say Excel 1 divided by 24 hours. Okay, so that will give me the value of 1 hour, which will be helpful for our calculations. Like I would like to know the value of 2 hours in a decimal value. So this multiplied by 2, that's the value of 2 hours. Now if I would like to know the value of 12 hours, it should be 0.5. Now watch, my friends. In the number formatting, I'm going to go to time and I'm going to change it to this format, okay, which is, or we'll just take it this AM PM format, and we're going to say see, that's the value of 12 p.m. Okay, now if we would like to have 16, that's 4, okay, so it's 4 p.m. So that's how you say Excel the value of 4 p.m. So this is a very important number when you're doing the calculation. It's very simple. One day divided by 24 hours, that will give you 1 hour value. So when we go more further, okay, now I'll just insert a column over here. So what it happens when we are going to do into minutes, so minutes also has a value. So the for the minutes for the whole day, how many minutes? It equals to 24 multiplied by 60. Boom, that's the value of the whole day. So whole day means one day, that's 24 hours, is equal to 1440 minutes. So we are going to say one day, okay, divided by the whole day minutes. So that's the value of a minute. Now if we wanted to go more deep in seconds, then I'm going to copy this formula, and this time I'm going to multiply again with seconds. So 86,400 seconds, okay, we have in a day. So again, this value, one day divided by the whole day value. So we got the value in the epsilon. So we are just going to make it a general number, and we are going to extract the decimal value. So this is a time conversion values. Okay, you would be needing it many times when you are doing the calculations. Remember, my friend, this is a very important part. Okay, so you need to extract the per day value, per hour value, or per minute value to do your various calculations. So we'll jump to the time overview sheet over here, which says the value of one day equivalent to 24 hours and minutes equals to 1440 minutes and 86,400 seconds. And similar ways it goes for 1 hour as well. Okay, so 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and that 60 minutes again in seconds, you multiply 60 times 60, that will give you the value of 1 hour. Okay, we are going to look a quick example. This is a regular day-to-day example coming up in front of us. This is very simple. I have an employee whose reporting time is 7:30 a.m. and his out time is 4 p.m. So the total hours he's working is 8 hours 30 minutes. When I would like to know how much is entitled for the payment, I would say that total hours multiplied by 40. Oh, that's $14. That's not the correct value. There's something wrong. Why? Can you guess it, my friends? Yes, you are absolutely right. Because we have to convert this decimal value. Okay, the time is a decimal value. It's 3.35. It's not 8.30. So we have to convert this decimal value so that it can calculate the correct payment value. So we are going to say here that 8.30 multiplied by 24 hours. Wow, that's so easy. And this 8.5 multiplied by 40 will give you the payment value for the employee he is eligible to pay. So this is a very common example, and it comes many times to many people, and they always maintain a value by writing it by hand 8.5. No, that's not the correct way, my friends. It has to be handled in this way. You have to basically convert your total hours into a numeric value, and then that numeric value has to be multiplied by the payment value to get the correct payment. And similar way, if it was vice versa, like you have 8.5 hours. Okay, now here it is. I have a date format, a custom formatting, and I will make it to general. Okay, now you want this value 8.5 to be represented as 8.30 hours. So you're going to say 8.5 divided by 24. So now this is the value of 8.5, which is 8 hours 30 minutes, and I'm going to say time, and this is a standard one for the system, and I would like to have this formatting. Wonderful. So that's 8 hours 30 minutes. So when you wanted to convert a time into a decimal value, you are going to multiply by 24, and when we are going to convert the decimal value into a time, we are going to divide by 24. Now let us assume that you and me, we are doing some calculations, and you wanted to know the number of hours the person has worked for this activity. So we are just simply going to say that's end date minus the start date. So that's give me up to 2.5. Okay, that's correct. But I need to know how many hours. So I'm going to go and select the number formatting, and in the number formatting we'll go on time, and you can see over here 37. So if I will select this time, it will be going to give me a zero value, okay, because it is exceeding the 24 hours limit. So I have to select this 37 formatting, and I'm going to say okay. So it gives me 60 hours. Now the rule how it works is when you go in the custom formatting, we can just write it over here, and we're just going to open the box bracket, and I'm going to say HH close the box bracket. So that's 60 hours. Okay, now remember, this is a decimal value. Okay, we have to convert this value into a numeric number, so into 24. Boom, that's 60. Okay, so if I will do calculation with this into our 40 hours rate, it is going to give me 100. And if I'm going to go and do with this 40-hour rate over here, it is going to give me 2400. So be careful, okay, very careful when you're doing this calculation. So again, I'm going to show it to you over here. We'll go number formatting again, and that's how I put my custom formatting in the brackets. This is applicable only when the hours are exceeding more than 24 hours. So it was not exceeding more than 24 hours, it would have been given me the next day the value. So if it is 60, the next day it is 12 hours, so that's the reason it has given me 12. So if I put it in a box bracket, okay, so it has taken into 60 hours. Now I'll just put another edge value which is less than 60 24 hours, or it is in single unit, it will consider a zero before that. So here again, if you would like to convert this into see, that's give you 3600 minutes. Okay, so if you put it in box bracket, remember it will give you in the minutes. Okay, similarly for seconds as well, so it has given you the seconds. So this is quite handy when you do the calculations to understand that how many hours that person has worked, and then you convert that value into a numeric value. So now we are going to say in mm again. So Now to convert this value into again I'm going to multiply it by 60. Cool, that's how it works. So we don't want to do that way, so I'm just going to do undo, another undo, so that we have proper hours calculation. Wow, that was really amazing stuff. And now I'm going to talk about something about the formattings and how do we use the shortcuts when we are entering date and time. So control colon will give me the current date, control shift colon will give me the current time. Okay, that's the system current time. Maybe when you're trying, the date and time will be different. If you would like to enter date and time together, this is a question been heard many times. Okay, so what you do simply, first you enter the date. So control this space, okay, and control shift colon. That's date and time enter together. I'll show it to you again. Simply just press control colon for the date, hit a space, and then press control shift colon for the time. So you got your date and your time together, and you hit enter. Both of them are being entered together in the system. Then there is another shortcut if you would like to have your current formatting, applied formatting. So that's control shift 3. Okay, so it will giving you 16th of November, and control shift E will give you the applied time formatting. Okay, basically it's a custom formatting from here what has been set over here. Okay, so let's talk about quickly about the formatting, how it works. Okay, so D is nothing but a date, okay, and it will just give us the number. So now if I press DD, date, again it's a date format, again 20. Now what is the difference between these two? Okay, there is no difference between these two. The only thing is the formatting. Suppose the value is starting from 9th of September. Okay, so it will add a leading 0. This format will add a leading 0, and this format will not add the leading 0. Okay, so that's how the date would work. And if you press 3 times DD, okay, that will give the week name. Okay, so whatever it may be, like Sunday, it will give you sun. And if you entire DD, if you add 4 times DD, that will give you Sunday. So that's how the format represents. And same for Y, it will give you 18. Okay, and again for YY, it will give you again 18, and YY would give you 2018. Now let's talk about month. It will be M. Okay, similar way, years, enter, and months will also work fine in that way. So my month is 11, and again the same structure which I told you, and I'm going to quickly show it to you. So let me fill up this information for date and time, and I'm going to show you the formatting as well. So we are going to say 9th of November, that's 11-9, enter. Okay, so control shift 3. Now we are going to go to number formatting and the custom format, and we're going to say, hey, it's just a D. Okay, so now you see what I was trying to say you. We'll drag it down. Okay, we don't want to copy the cell. Okay, again we'll go formatting and we'll add another D. So that's how it looks. Again we are going to drag it down, copy cell, formatting, this time DD. It gives me Friday. I'm going to pull it down. It's Saturday. I just need to copy the cell, go formatting, and this time I'm going to add another D. So it extracts the entire week of the name. So that's how you go and enter into the number formats, and you get it done with the custom formatting over here. So I'm just quickly showing to you that how it will be looking when you enter it. I'm just going to do it with a formula called text, and I'm going to say text, oh, this is my absolute value, comma, and I need this kind of a formatting. So it will represent in this fashion. Wonderful. So that's how it will work out. And another way is to check about the months as well. It will work in the same fashion. So if you would like to construct an entire format, like over here we have a date, and wanted to construct a nice format which will be very helpful for you, and you can just type it in this fashion, mm, that's November, okay, comma, and dd, okay, that's a date, comma, m, and we would like to have the year. Cool, that looks wonderful. And suppose you would like to also have the week name, so that goes with dd, and it's in a small format, and month will be one more m. So Friday, 9 November 2018. Boom, here you have that formatting. So let us talk about the time formatting, and I'm just going to copy this and paste it over here, this value. We're going to select again the number formatting, and this time custom formatting, and we'll see how it works out. So if I'll just select H, it will give me in formatting in 24 hours format, but as I press AM/PM, it will give me in AM/PM format. So let us construct a nice formatting, which is HH and MM and AM/PM. So that's how it works. Now if I would be removing the H, you can see the leading 0 is going out. If it is M, again another H, it adds the leading 0. So that's the custom format. And the format which I showed it to you previously, like putting the brackets, okay, that will be only applicable when your value is exceeding more than 24 hours. Okay, and similarly, if you would just like to know the minutes, then you put it in the bracket, and and it's 1305 minutes. That's a value of 9:45. So that's all about date and time wrap up in this one video, where we are learning about how to handle the date and time, how to convert the time into a numeric value, and from numeric value again into a time value. So those kind of stuff are very handy, and I hope my friends you have enjoyed this video and it will be very helpful for you. And if you have any queries about date and time handling, please feel free to buzz me on my Facebook group page, or you can just post your comment below this video. And I'll be keeping, of course, the soft copy free for download on my Facebook group page, where you can go and join the group and you can easily extract the file. The file name will be query 36 handling date and time, so you can download from there. So please post your questions and queries, and I'll be very happy to answer you on that. And that's it, my friends, for today. So signing off for today, your friend Faraz Sheikh from fshaikh Excel Master.